Let's talk about not getting the job. It's not uncommon for candidates that we work with or people we know to be disappointed if they don't get the job. And as somebody who's observed thousands of interviews, I've seen hundreds of candidates, almost 1,000 candidates go in for interviews, I can tell you confidently that you don't want every job. And that what's going on behind the scenes a lot of times when you are rejected, so to speak, is they've decided that you aren't the right fit for the job. And what I've been able to determine behind the scenes is that a lot of times they're right. And while I understand it doesn't feel good to be rejected, so to speak, I've actually started thinking about it in different terms, which is you can't always know all the reasons, but they're trying to make the best decision for the organization. And if they make a good decision for the organization, it's likely also in your best interest. Meaning, let's say you won every job or got every job that you went and interviewed for. You would probably get jobs that you're not qualified for, that you'd be bored in, that wouldn't be a good cultural fit for you. And so the feedback of not getting the job is a bit disconcerting, but it's really actually good for us. We shouldn't have every job that we go interview for. And so I've also seen some folks kind of rue the time that they spent interviewing for those jobs. And in those cases, I encourage you to consider, one, how much time the company also spent. Usually there's multiple, interviewers, and so the company probably spent more time cumulatively. But also, you have to have the conversation to decide together what's possible, right? So whether or not the position was offered to you, you have to get to know them, right? And it's a little bit like saying, if you have a friendship that goes sideways, that you regret all the time that you invested into that friendship. And, it's unfortunate, but it's also part of getting to the point where you can make that decision as to whether or not the friendship should move forward. Interviews it the same way. I just hope that can give you some encouragement and maybe take the sting out of it a little bit. You're great. You have a wonderful personality, and there's a particular job out there that is suited for you. And just because you didn't get this job, I hope you don't take it too personally, and you can keep moving.